Hey everyone, and welcome to day 5 of membership sites. And this is the final day of the bootcamp for membership sites. On day 1, we went over membership sites, what they are, terminology, tips and tricks when building your membership sites. On day 2, we built a basic membership site releasing for email and email confirm. And day 3, we built a membership site releasing access through the checkout and purchases for selling your membership sites. On day 4, we covered multiple level membership sites. So if you've got multiple silver, bronze, gold, and silver, platinum. And today we're going to be doing a general Q&A for those of you that have caught the replays. If you've got any questions regarding any of the previous days and any questions pertaining to membership sites in general. And we're also going to cover how to build membership sites on the Canvas funnel builder as well. So before I clog your brains up with the Canvas funnel builder, has anyone got any questions regarding membership sites in the previous days?
Yeah.
Gabrielle?
Were you able to get that question from yesterday, the silver and gold, if we can, the recurring payment?
I did, yeah. Currently, there's no way to be able to cancel one membership when another one gets purchased. The recurring payments have literally only just been added into the super checkout. But I have put a request in for the developers for that. So if you have multiple levels of membership, you can have it in one payment instead of having, instead of adding payments on top of that as well.
So technically, they probably have to, if they're in silver and they upgrade to gold, we would have to cancel silver and then get into gold because that's a recurring, correct?
Yeah, that would have to be manual at the moment, or
Yeah.
it would be 2 separate payments. So one for silver and then one for gold.
Yeah, but if I have $100 for gold and 150 for, I'm sorry, 100 for silver, 150 for gold, then how do you charge them? Because, you know, it's just $50 difference.
Yeah, that way you'd have like a different checkout inside of the membership area. So you'd have a separate checkout for $50. So it would be just one for $100, one for 50.
Oh, well, upgrade. Yeah,
Just
so just
name it as gold upgrade package or gold upgrade membership. But
oh yeah, that's another way to do it, right? So then for every upgrade, because we don't have that, then it's just keep upgrading them, charge them another 50, another 50, another 50.
yeah, that's one way of doing it. I know a lot of consumers, they want as fewer payments as possible. So it would be better if we can get it so we can cancel one and have another, but that is a workaround. Just add
Right.
add incremental memberships on there instead.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's a temporary solution, but they'll probably upgrade it, right, and get it done, huh?
Oh yeah, no doubt. The super checkout's still in the very early stages, and they're adding stuff. And the recurring payments have literally only just been added, I think, in the last week or two. So, plenty more stuff being added to the super checkout.
Great, good to know. Thank you.
No problem. So, any other questions from anyone? Ken?
Which one of the checkouts would you recommend when doing the upgrades? Because I get that you would charge, say, $50 for bronze, $100 for silver, and $200, and you would basically just do the math on your upgrades. But which one of the checkout systems would you recommend, especially if you're going to use a webhook or you wanted to collect more data on the form?
If you wanted to use a webhook, then you can you would use the old checkout because the webhooks haven't been integrated into the super checkout yet. I did find out yesterday though that you can actually add fields to the super checkout. So you can add extra fields to the super checkout via Mailing Boss because it pulls the information from the Mailing Boss list. So on the second to last step where you connect a list for people to be added to, it's not just there to add people to the list. It also adds whatever fields you've got into that list, Mailing Boss list, into the actual checkout as well.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So yeah, the only thing that the super checkout doesn't have that the old checkout has is the webhooks, as far as I'm aware right now. Davida?
I kind of already had a membership site set up, and I've got my e-learning courses on it. But like in my case, because I do a lot of career coaching, that it would be like $1,000, because what you're doing is you're setting up like a year's program where they're going to get intensive training on how to do specific things, whether it be communicate better, whether it be building up those listening skills to be able to develop the skills to improve their ability, whether it's in the career or whether it's being an entrepreneur. And so in that case, it depends on if you're doing something at different levels, what specifically is the type of program that you're offering and how does it fit into your business for what you do? Because like if you're just doing e-learning and you got different courses, that would be just a membership site.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, that makes total sense. I did actually get confirmation today that the e-learning is going to be completely new, just like the site builder. So they're rebuilding that from the ground up, just like the site builder. So it's going to be completely different to what they've got right now.
Any date that is coming out for the?
Possibly late October, but it all depends. There's still a lot of stuff that's going into it. So no absolute date.
Date, yeah, right. Okay.
No problem. So any other questions at all? Ken?
Say I want to track everybody to see where they've been inside the membership areas. What is the best way to do that at this point?
That's a good question. As far as I know, there's no way to actually track where members have been through the membership site. On the e-learning, you can track how many videos that a user's watched when they sign up. You can see what videos they've watched, how much percentage they are through, and everything like that. But as far as I know, there's no way to track on the Pixel Perfect how much of the website they've viewed or how far they've got through a course, for example.
Okay, so you're basically saying I should incorporate the e-learning so I can track to see how many of the videos contained in the membership site they've gone through.
Yeah, the e-learning allows you to track exactly how many pages they've viewed, how much of the video they've viewed, because they can't get to the next lesson until they've watched a certain percentage of the video that you set. And you can always,
thank you.
You can always include Google Analytics on websites, so you can see how many people have landed on the pages, but that wouldn't give you specific data of who inside the membership area has actually hit those pages. You'd just be able to see the numbers, how many people had actually hit those pages.
Thank you.
No problem.
Is there any way through Mailing Boss to tag them?
Yeah, you can tag people when they sign up to the course. You would have different tags for what checkout that they came through and how they signed up. But as far as I know, there's no way to tag them for which actual individual pages that they've landed on.
So you couldn't tag them in Mailing Boss to go see a video or anything like that, or if you put a video link or anything like that. No, I'm not. I'll have a look at it again.
If they were clicking on an email to go through to a web page, then you can add a tag for the buttons that they've clicked on.
Okay.
No way of actually setting if they land on a page like a pixel or cookie tracking, something like that.
Yeah, right. Okay, I have to head for a minute. Be back in a minute.
No problem. Gabrielle?
Yeah, James, from your experience, I'm starting to kind of wrap my head around membership sites and e-learning. Trying to really separate both and use it correctly. E-learning is from taking people from you want to get people from point A to point Z and take them through a process, correct? And membership site would be more like, hey, you bought this product, this product, this product. Now go in there and take it. You know, do whatever you want. That's that kind of a, you know?
Membership areas are a lot more versatile in what you can add in there. You can literally add anything into membership sites, whether it be videos, blogs, e-commerce, anything. You can lock pretty much anything. Whereas the e-learning is more of a course creation tool. So modules, lessons, pass marks, everything like that.
And be able to maybe track the people or ask quizzes or ask questions.
Yeah, absolutely. You can set up quizzes, you can set up tests at the end of each module, which they have to pass in order to get to the next module.
Right.
And yeah, it's a lot more tracking and a lot more structured.
And both are password protected, correct? I know membership is, but e-learning is also, or do we have to put a membership, what do you call it, a password protected area in order to get to the e-learning?
You can choose. You can either have a completely unprotected area, or you can force them to sign up via email and password.
Right.
If they don't sign up via email and password in the e-learning area, then you're not going to be able to set pass marks and track how many videos they've watched and everything. They have to sign up in the e-learning area for you to be able to do all that tracking and pass marks, tests and stuff like that.
Right, right. And now, since he just mentioned that the e-learning is being upgraded, and I guess it's best because I'm trying to put a big course together with different levels, etc. It's probably best idea to just wait for that to come out, you know, not to do double the work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. All right, good deal. Thank you.
No problem. Ken?
Just so I understand, they need to sign up through the e-learning platform to be able to track their progress.
In the e-learning, yeah.
And that the e-learning could be put into a membership site. Was it the HTML box?
Yeah. If you put it in a restricted area in the site builder, they'll have to sign up for the restricted area and then for the e-learning as well. So if you're putting a restricted e-learning course into the site builder, you want to have that as an open layout and not a restricted one, because otherwise they'll have to sign up twice, once to get into the layout and then once to get into the e-learning area.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Any other questions before we start delving into the canvas?
Just say that one more time, James. In order for them to get in the e-learning, we have to set up only one password, one restricted area. They sign up and now they're in the e-learning, correct?
Yeah, if you want to track everything within the e-learning, do the pass marks, everything else, then they need to sign up on the e-learning. There's a way inside the e-learning you can restrict it with an email and password.
So I don't have to put a membership area, right? Or I don't know. I'm confused there.
No, you can literally just either give them the link for the e-learning area or embed it into unrestricted page in the site builder, because it's already locked on the e-learning area. You don't need to lock it again on the site builder, because otherwise they'll have to put in their email and password to get into the site builder and then email and password to get into the e-learning area as well.
Okay, all right. I'll try to remember that.
No
okay.
problem.
That's a lot of questions. I don't know. After these boot camps, you know, once we start building all this stuff, it's like, can we reach out to you or something, you know, for help or?
Yeah, absolutely. If you have any questions, just give me a shout. Maybe we can do like a follow-up session. That might be a good idea. Do like a follow-up Q&A, like a couple of weeks after one of the boot camps or something.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm sure I'm gonna get stuck. I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of questions, you know. So it's like, why is this acting this way?
Right.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Ken?
Yeah, I would like to know if you're going to cover more topics in the future.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to be working together. All of the training team, myself, Shelley, Sebastian, and Terry, are going to be covering more of the boot camps and more of the training sessions. Absolutely. Not sure which ones yet, but for sure.
Thank you.
No problem.
Jay's another question for you. I see that you're really good on the membership. What other areas is your forte? What expertise? You know, you're expert in what other areas of Builderall?
I'm an expert in most of the areas of Builderall. I wrote the handbook on Builderall, so I know all of the tools pretty much in and out. A few of the new ones I'm not so familiar with, like the CRM, but the majority of them I know pretty well.
In and out, huh?
Yeah.
It's good. Thank you.
No problem. So, any other questions? No? Okie dokie. So let's get started into the canvas and see how we can create a membership area in the canvas. So I'm going to share my screen. And we're in the canvas builder. I'm going to add a new funnel. Oops. Just going to start from scratch. So to start building your funnel, you click on the plus sign and it gives you all the available pages. So we're just going to create a basic one like we did on the first day. So opt-in, thank you, and then the membership area. So I'm going to start with the opt-in, if I can find it. Or landing page, that's a good one. So we've got the landing page. We can add another page, so thank you page. And then we can add a membership area. And if you come into the membership area, by clicking the three dots, you can see that there's layouts that you can add. So if we click and select a layout, we've got the default layout, and we can add a layout. And we need to make it restricted and call it member area. And we can change the color so we can differentiate between the different layouts. We're going to have it as user and then email. So people have got to opt in to access the members area, and then create. And you can see it's added another color here. So this is your different layouts and it shows the different colors. So then I can come back into the membership area, select the layout, member area, and you can see that's changed. So it tells me it's in that black member area, restricted area. So that's how you create layouts and membership areas inside the canvas. And it's pretty simple to just do a simple landing page, thank you page, and membership page. And then when you create the website, it's going to create these three pages in two separate layouts. And of course, you can also change the page theme. So if you want to change it to a bit more of a customizable template, as you can see, this is pretty basic, pretty bland is what they've got. And it looks like you can't change the theme here anymore. You used to be able to change the theme there. I think you change it as you add it now. So the ones that we've got here are very basic, very bland, but you can customize the templates inside of here. So I'm going to create the website, and it's going to create this website in the Pixel Perfect Builder. And then I can access the website. Now it's built. It's taken me to this page. Ignore the thousands of tabs. So now you can see the web page has been completely built in the Pixel Perfect Builder. You've got your landing page, you've got your thank you page, and you've got your membership area. And then if you come into the member area here, you can see that it's already restricted and already set up, ready to go. So it's very easy to plan out, for example, the multiple level membership areas that we were doing yesterday. You can plan it out pretty easily inside the canvas. I've always done it the other way, so I'm kind of set in my ways a little bit with how I create them, but the canvas funnel builder does make it absolutely a lot faster to do. So with the checkout, you can add checkouts in here as well. So I'm going to remove these pages and create multiple level with checkouts. But before I do that, I'm going to stop sharing and see if there's any questions so far on that. Gabrielle?
Yes. Would you, since there is no layouts, templates there for you to pick out, I never done this or just thought about it. Should I just go in and just create my own, here's the landing page, the thank you page, the way I wanted to have it done to look, and then go back, go in the canvas and be able to pick it up from there? Would that be a solution, or is that possible?
Unfortunately, the Canvas Funnel Builder doesn't work that way at the moment. It will put the website into the Pixel Perfect, but you can't pick out the Pixel Perfect into the Canvas Funnel Builder. So once you've generated the website, you actually have to create a whole new canvas to be able to generate it again. So if I come back into the Canvas Builder and I try creating it again, it will tell you that it's already been generated and only one site per drawing is allowed. So if I want to edit this, create another website, I have to come into save and then back to home, and then I would have to duplicate this funnel.
And then you would get rid of the other one because you're right.
Yeah, I mean, you can view stats and everything in this, so you can view how many people have got to your thank you page from your opt-in page and how many people are going through and purchasing. So you should definitely keep this for stats and being able to track your entire funnel, because that's all in there. So that's very important. But if you wanted to create a new website, then you'd have to come in and duplicate it first before you could create another website in the canvas. But unfortunately, like I said, it doesn't work the other way. So you can't pull websites out of the Pixel Perfect. You can only generate them into the Pixel Perfect.
Right, because you got to edit. You got to make it look pretty. You know, how do you, and then you have to make it look pretty before you save it?
No,
because you said you couldn't, you just showed you couldn't work on it. I mean, it's just basic.
Yeah,
you wanted to pick a template there.
You make it look pretty after you've created it.
I'm sorry, I think you got stuck there a second. Can you repeat that, please?
You make it look good after you've created it. So when you've created it into the Pixel Perfect, that's when you go in and edit it and make it all look how you want it to look. The Canvas Funnel Builder, it does all of the technical stuff. It creates the checkouts, it creates the membership areas, it links the pages together and everything like that. And then you've got to take care of the aesthetic, the way it looks.
But you just mentioned that if you save it and now you got to go back and redo it, it's not going to work. You said you have to, you go back and you got to rename it again and in order to edit it.
No, that's to create a new one. If you wanted to create a new website.
Okay. All right.
No problem. Yeah, that's if you want to create a new website. You can only create one website per template.
Okay.
So any other questions before we go on to multiple level, Ken?
Yes. If I understand correctly, when you restrict the site, you can only restrict it in one way. So if someone wanted to use tokens, they're just using tokens. Can you do both inside of a membership area? Because I thought I saw when you were in Canvas and there was a restriction setting, I thought I saw an option for both. Yeah, you can. So the tokens override all of the other options, but the other options are still there. So if you've got it as a checkout, say someone has to pay $100 to get access to your members area,
any tokens that you give out will override that, but anyone else coming in will still have to and be able to use the checkout. But the tokens will negate the $100 and just give them access immediately. Awesome. So any other questions?
Yes, if I understand, when you create the funnel and you create the website, then if you test it, you make it good, and you have an idea to add more to the funnel, then you have to really start from scratch to duplicate it and create everything in order to add some steps in your funnels after.
Yeah, if you wanted to add more steps to the funnel, to the existing funnel, then you'd have to do that from within the Pixel Perfect Builder. If you wanted to add more steps in the canvas and then recreate the website, you would have to create the funnel, the new funnel, and then create a brand new website with the new steps.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? Nope. All good, all good. Okay.
Hi, James. I have a question.
Edison, yep.
Yeah, it's a follow-up to the question that James just asked, and I'm trying to understand if I understood well what was being said. So you have built the Canvas funnel. You have added all your pages. Then you publish it. You go into the editor and you realize, look, I need to add another page. Can you not add another page from within the editor? Or do you have to come back to the funnel, duplicate it?
Oh no, you can add.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you can add new pages from within the funnel, from within the Pixel Perfect Builder.
You can.
Yeah, you don't have to add new pages in the canvas. If you wanted to add new pages and create a new website, you could, but you can add new pages and do everything else that you could before in the Pixel Perfect.
Okay, so in other words, you can expand on your existing funnel from within the Pixel Perfect builder or editor.
Yes, you just can't expand on it from the canvas. So you can't add another page in Canvas. And
okay, all right, okay.
Onto the existing
website.
Oh,
I see. So therefore, there is no need to come back to the canvas to add. You can simply add from within the Pixel Perfect builder.
Yes, absolutely. And after you've generated the website, the only thing that you would use the canvas for really is tracking, to see all the tracking stats and all that good stuff.
Okay, I think I've got you now. Okay, thank you.
Awesome, no problem. Gabriel?
Yeah, and then if you go back in the Pixel Perfect and you add more pages there, would it reflect in Canvas that you added new pages if you open Canvas again?
No, it doesn't, unfortunately. No.
So then if you're tracking everything on Canvas, and I just added up another page here,
yeah,
right in the process, in the middle of the process, this page would not be tracked?
No, it won't be in Canvas to be able to be tracked, no.
So you won't be able to see.
That's the reason why you would create a new funnel if you wanted to add extra pages that you forgot about for them in order for them to be tracked in Canvas.
So, all right, so I've done it in Canvas, step one. I needed to add up 2 additional pages down the line. I go back to Pixel Perfect. I am adding my pages. Now it's all working properly. I got to go back to Canvas, regenerate or rename the website again. Now I have a new website. Do I delete the old one? So I'm not confused. In Canvas.
You wouldn't add the pages in the old website at all. The new pages would be needed to be added in
the new one
in Canvas. Yeah. So you'd need to make sure it's not something that you'd want to do if you'd created it, done lots of edits and design work and everything else like that. And then afterwards you want to add some pages, because when you come back to Canvas, the original templates are going to be there. All the design work that you did isn't going to be in the Canvas. It's only going to be on that specific website. So it's not a great idea to generate a new website after you've done all those design changes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of I don't know. I keep thinking about this in many areas of all the products of Builderall. I think we should have like a to do, or do's and don'ts. You know what I mean? Like a like a, what do you call it? Like a Bible of Canvas, or Bible of Mailing Boss. What to do's and don'ts, right? Because
Right.
there's so many tricks, there's so many things, and it's like, oh my God, what's going on here? And this saves us a lot of headache and a lot of problems. You know what I mean? Because you're just going through the process and you're looking, oh wow, don't do this, or oh, that's why this thing doesn't work here, because you just done that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It doesn't make sense what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, it does, absolutely.
Tips and tricks, do's and don'ts. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cheat sheet.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes total sense.
Yeah.
And,
So because it's a lot of those tricks is in every area and every tool. I find a lot of these things that you don't know unless you ask. And now I asked a question and I don't even know which bootcamp is on anymore.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They are working very hard at the moment to simplify a lot of the stuff. That's why a lot of things are being rebuilt and a lot of changes are happening. So you don't have to have all these tips and tricks and learning curves and stuff like that. So in the coming months, you're going to see things are simplified a lot.
Great. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Ken? Have you frozen?
So if I understand correctly, the advantage to going back to Canvas and adding the additional pages before all the design work is you get access to more analytics to those pages. Because if I understand correctly, if you do them in the Pixel Perfect Builder, there's no analytics on Canvas on them.
No, they won't be added to the canvas, so you won't be able to track and do all the analytics in Canvas. Only when you build it in Canvas first and then create it in the Pixel Perfect will it be all there in Canvas and tracking.
So do the design work last. Do your flow, your foundation first.
Absolutely.
To make sure you have it structurally correct before you spend the time to design it and make it look pretty.
Absolutely, yeah.
But it also sounds like to me there's an advantage in building it in the Pixel Perfect, because you can get the one page looking really nice and then duplicate it, so you have actually less design work.
Yeah.
How valuable do you find the analytics in Canvas?
Well, they're definitely good to have for sure. The analytics tracking, without tracking in your business, you're dead in the water. Tracking is probably the most important thing for an online business. So having some sort of tracking in there is very, very valuable. In the Canvas Builder, I know they're adding a ton more templates at the moment. So very soon, there's not that many in there at the moment, but very soon there's going to be a lot more templates. So you can just simply bring in the templates and do very minimal editing. So you don't have to worry about duplicating and all that stuff that you had to before. Jill?
Thank you.
No problem.
Yes, do you know if that will allow us to create our own templates in the Canvas?
Yeah, I think they are working on that as well. So you can pull out your own templates and your own layouts to be able to.
So that way we can do the design work first and then bring it into the Canvas. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Gabrielle?
Yeah. Well, we just talked in the last 5-10 minutes here with all these issues, problems, challenges, whatever. Do you think it would be a lot of it would be figured out, eliminated, make it work, and with the new Pixel Perfect Builder, with the new Canvas stuff, the e-learning, the membership area, whatever? Do you think a lot of this stuff is going to be, how should I say, sorted out and have these issues or problems or challenges, taken care of, so to speak?
Absolutely. With the new e-learning and the new membership areas, Pixel Perfect, then a lot of the problems, a lot of the issues and hurdles, not problems, but a lot of the learning curves and stuff are going to be sorted out. So it's going to be a lot more streamlined for sure.
Yeah, because it's right now it's just I got a lot, you know, I gotta get this membership area and the e-learning. But to me, it sounds that the new stuff that's coming, it's a lot less headache, it's more streamlined, it's more, you know, so it's just gotta wait for that. And then another question or suggestion, or maybe it's already in the works. I guess part of it is in the CRM already, but like you just said a minute ago, we have to have tracking, you know, tracking on the traffic, tracking on pages. So if that could be incorporated in anything and everything across the board, then that would be like a heaven on earth, man. I mean, it's just like,
oh yeah, absolutely. And I know they are working on that. They're working on integrating the CRM with the majority of the tools, and also the Canvas as well. So the Canvas right now is very basic version of what it's going to be. So in the end, they're developing on it. You're going to be able to add emails in there. You're going to be able to have your own pixels. So the pixels trigger a certain email sequence and Facebook chatbot sequence and stuff like that. And when that happens, it's going to be game over.
I know. It's just because right now I got another tool I'm trying to figure out how to track the traffic, pixels, you know, this. It's just crazy, you know, so be able to incorporate it and make it work. Yeah, it's doable, but it's a lot of headache.
Yeah.
But if this is, because we have a lot of tools, and if anything and everything we touch is trackable, it's like, are you kidding me? It's like, oh my God. It's just like, because it's already, it's part, it's just like the brain in the background working, you know what I mean? And everything we touch is just like,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait until they incorporate the other tools into the Canvas. It's going to be amazing. I mean, the Canvas is already amazing with what it can do. No other software has the ability to create funnels from the actual templates like that. But when they incorporate all the other tools, it's going to be next level.
Yeah, it's awesome. And that's on the, probably it's on the horizon, huh? Is it?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? Nope. All good, all good. Okay, so I'm going to jump back into the Canvas now, and we're going to create a multiple level membership. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to get rid of these pages. We're going to keep that one. And we're going to add a landing page. So this is going to be our landing page where our product is, where we display our product, tell everyone what the memberships are, the different levels of membership, and so on and so forth. And then we're going to have the sales page or sales letter page, and see that's automatically added a checkout onto it. So I'm going to call this bronze sales, and that's going to be in the default layout. I'm going to add another one, sales letter page. This is going to be silver sales. And then we can come in and edit the checkout. And we call this bronze member. And I'm going to change this membership area. I'm going to add a layout. So we're going to call this silver member. And we're going to change that to red. Have that as a payment. And we're going to edit this checkout, which is the silver sales. We're going to call this silver purchase, and we're going to put that at 150. And we're going to allow the silver member area for when someone purchases through this checkout. And then the success page is going to be another membership area, so the membership page. And this membership page, we're going to set to the silver member area, and we're going to call it silver welcome page. And then this one here, we're going to say the member area is going to be the regular member area, so the bronze member area. And we're going to set that to bronze member welcome. And then we come into the bronze checkout and set the success page as the bronze member welcome. And for some reason, the members area is not showing up in the checkout. Let me come back into the layout, add a layout, bronze member, make it restricted, manual payment. That's why, because I didn't set the original member area as a manual payment. It was on email. That's why it's not showing up.
Quick question, James. Can I also give them access even if they don't give them a manual access but no payment? Is that the same thing, the manual right there?
Yeah, you have to go into the actual Pixel Perfect to set manual, to manually grant them access.
Because it's by request or by invitation only, you know, but there's no payment.
Right, yeah, you can set that up so people can just sign up for the free membership, and then they only get access after you manually release the...
Right, because my product is going to be in that silver area that they would purchase. Make sense?
Absolutely.
I give a manual free access, but the product is in that silver area. I have to set up the shopping cart there.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll show you how to do that in just a moment.
Thanks.
No problem. So, yeah, the reason why that wasn't showing up was because I had that on email marketing instead of manual payment, so it wasn't going to show up in the checkout area. So now we can create that, and we edit this, and now the bronze is sitting there. So now that's set up, you've got your two memberships, so bronze and silver. I think you guys get the point. You don't need me to set up the gold and the platinum. So we're going to come and create the website. And access the website. And now we can come into the layouts. You can see you've got the default, the member area and the silver member area. So on the default, we've got the bronze sales page and the silver sales page, and then the button takes them to the checkout. And then the members area, we have the bronze member welcome area, the restricted area set up, and the silver member area and the restricted area set up. So you can see how you can set up the multiple level membership areas pretty quickly within the canvas.
So now, right there where you were, the last slide, in the Pixel Perfect. Now that's where you gotta go, because you work this on the canvas, right? And right here, this is where you'd be working on each particular page to make it pretty and add up all your everything what you need to add up to this page, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then once this is built in Canvas, if you edit everything here, whatever you edit on those pages is going to be saved. You're not going to lose anything. You're not going to mess up the canvas or anything, correct?
No, it doesn't affect the canvas. Anything that you do in the Pixel Perfect from that moment onwards has no effect in the canvas at all, apart from showing the stats of how people come onto the page.
So step one and two, work everything in Canvas, all your layouts, all your designs, check out everything, and then go back into Pixel Perfect and do your editing, not to have any problems, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I think I got it.
Awesome. So any other questions on the multiple membership or canvas at all? Everyone all good?
No, just a problem I have with this is that when we play with the funnel with Canvas, we try to learn it, but each time we generate the site and then we can see we made a mistake or something, then we cannot cancel. We need to duplicate and do it, start again. You know, this process is not easy to learn Canvas, to be able to know for sure, okay, this is ready, I generate once. We cannot cancel from a canvas. And, you know, this is problem, I think, to play with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a bit of a limitation not being able to add things in the Pixel Perfect and for it to show up in the canvas. We have brought that up with the developers, and they're trying to find a way to make it go the other way as well. But right now, it's not possible to have it go from the Pixel Perfect to the canvas. It only works the one way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Gabriel?
I guess the suggestion, the idea would be to be able to go back in Canvas and edit, have the ability to edit anything along the way, anytime you want. Oh, something is not working perfect on my website. Go back to Canvas, go to that particular funnel template, edit whatever you want, save, and now it's saved and goes back, you know. So now you might add a page, add another layout, whatever you're doing, and save it, and now it's saved. I don't know, is that a good idea? Or I think that's the problem we're facing here.
Yeah, I mean, ideally that would be great if it could transfer into the canvas, but the way it's set up, I mean, they didn't even think it was possible to have the canvas generate into the Pixel Perfect the way it is. They've been working on this for a number of years to be able to have this canvas, this funnel design template, to be able to then push it directly to the Pixel Perfect. That took years of development. I think Eric said he's been working on it for 5 years, and the developers kept saying it's not possible, not possible. But they finally cracked the code on that. So the fact that they've got it to work the way it does is really, really impressive. But to have it work the other way, I just don't think that's possible with the way it's set up and the way it is right now. So it might be coming in the future, but again, it's kind of, they're saying that it's not possible right now for it to push the other way.
I'm a little puzzled when you say push it the other way. I think what I'm saying is that we designed in the canvas, we saved it, we went back and did the pages, and now somewhere along the way we find out that we need another page somewhere in the process. I got to be able to go in Canvas in the middle of the process, add up another page, click my save button, and now the whole thing is saved. I don't have to duplicate the process. I don't have to give it another name and now it's a mess all over the place. So just be able to work in Canvas and then push it out to Pixel Perfect.
Yeah, but it would be a brand new site.
Yeah, that's the problem. We don't want to make a brand new site.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just save it and then
once it's pushed out of Canvas into the Pixel Perfect Builder, it's then pushed out to the Pixel Perfect. So that website cannot be edited or touched or anything by the funnel by the canvas after that point.
Or okay, fine, I can live with that. Go back, add my page, resave it, rename it, push it out, delete the old one because it doesn't let me go, right? And now I have a new one, new sign, new design, new updated everything. So I think it should be able to. I'm thinking
it's going to be a lot easier when they've got all the templates, because once they've got the hundreds of templates inside the Canvas funnel builder, then if you do make a mistake, most of the design work's already done inside the Canvas. So you don't have to worry about doing it after you've pushed it to the Pixel Perfect. So if you do make a mistake and 90% of all the design work is done and you want to add another page, you just have to do the extra 10% instead of right now having to do the whole design.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That would be a good idea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I think we're getting somewhere, James.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions at all? Look at that. We're almost on for an hour again.
I told you the Canvas is going to open up a can of worms.
Yeah.
It did.
So no more questions at all regarding the Canvas. I will show you how to unlock access manually, like you asked a moment ago, Gabrielle, in the Pixel Perfect Site Builder. So let me get up this site builder quickly and I will share my screen.
And then add up a payment into the silver area, because that's what I want to add up another shopping cart. That's just, I think it's straightforward, right? Just go to HTML and.
Yeah, we did cover that on yesterday. So when that gets uploaded today, then if you rewatch that, that goes over how to add in the different payments and the upgrades and stuff like that.
Okay.
I've got to remember which membership site I signed up to now.
I don't know about everybody else, but the way I don't know, I find out that my mind works. I'm going through the process. I'm jumping out there. I'm getting a lot of fog, a lot of headache, and then stuff comes to me like a day later, 2 weeks later, everything starts coming together. You know? So it's just unbelievable. But at least it works.
Yeah, it absolutely works. So maybe we can do a Q&A in a week or two just to follow up. So to add, to release access manually, if you've got a membership area which you want to release person by person, invite only, then you would come into the user management area and then you select the person you want to release access to, and then you can simply come in here. Should be able to come in here. It's not saying there's any restricted area. Let me refresh. So into the user management area and here, there we go. So now you can see the permissions for the different restricted areas. And if you want to grant permission or take away permission, you can simply just click on the little button to allow access and take away access. So this goes for if you have any payment problems or someone wants to pay you via PayPal or something else like that. And if you send them a checkout and you need to grant them permission, or if you're just giving it away to someone, you can come and change the permissions and give away or take away access right here. Does that answer your question, Gabrielle?
Yes, the only thing, another one that I think it's besides the point here, but this one you answered properly. Thank you. The only way I have to get notified, I have to set up some type of form for people to go in, fill out that form to request the permission, and on that form is just I gotta ask them a bunch of questions. You know, I mean a bunch. I don't know, about 5-6 questions. And then once that's being submitted, I get it somewhere in the, get an email or get it here in the members area, and then I get notified and I know which level I need to give them access to. Right.
Yeah, you can do that inside the. You can use either Google Forms or you can use the contact form and set up.
Yeah, in the contact form, I can create additional questions, right? That is not there, like who's your sponsor, or when did you sign up, what level you purchased, you know, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can set all that up in the contact form and get that emailed over to you.
Yeah, and then that's how I know to give them access.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool.
No problem. So any other questions before we wrap up the membership sites?
Do you know if there's a boot camp with Shelly again on Monday?
I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked at the schedule.
Yes, there's one. This one's going to be on setting up and selling digital products.
Digital products, yeah. The week before, Shelley covered physical products, didn't she? Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Building a membership, building a site to sell, you know, like she did for this is going to be on digital products.
Right, but it's this Monday, right? Because I think she's still probably on vacation and is going to update the calendar.
Mm-hmm. Bye, Jill. So any other questions before we wrap up?
We cannot wrap up. David Long is not there, so what are we going to do with him? You know, when he's going to come back, we're not going to be here. So
yeah, he's going to come back and he's going to be all on his own.
Going to be in the room in the dark.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm glad you guys have got a thorough understanding of membership sites. And again, if you do have any further questions or follow-up questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me, and maybe we can set up a Q&A one day. Maybe if we're going to be doing boot camps for the weekdays, maybe we can do like a Q&A one Saturday or something. So if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. And thank you guys for coming and supporting the boot camps. I appreciate you all. You guys have been awesome.
Thank you, James. You did a great job. Thank you for your patience and support and everything. You've been great, man.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you.